Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to the stream. We are back in Fallout 76. And tonight, we're going to check out the PTS. But before we do that, I'm just going to run and knock out today's dailies real quick. This was a bit of a surprise stream, so usually takes a little bit of time till people get on. I figure that'll be a good way to kill a little time here and chit-chat with everybody for a few minutes while people find out that the stream exists. Canaplex in the chat with a good evening, Mr. Fisty. Good evening, Canaplex. Welcome, welcome. And I don't know what's going on. It feels like my game volume is suddenly really low. If it sounds like it's really low, please let me know in the chat and I'll turn it up. I can boost up the gain on it and hopefully that helps. I don't know exactly what's going on there. I messed with some things the other night. We've got a collaboration stream coming up on Tuesday with me and Gizmo First, assuming everything goes according to plan. And I was preparing for that, and I hope I didn't permanently mess something up. But as long as you guys can hear everything well, then we're in good shape. Steve H. says, good evening, Fisty. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday to you, too.
Responders, priority alert. Looks like those damn wolves are on the hunt again. Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs, but the Alpha's whereabouts are unknown. I repeat.
Yeah, this is really quiet for me. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do an event. We're just going to knock out our dailies. Where are we going here? Okay, we got one down here, one up there, and one all the way up there. So let's go ahead, take out the one up this way first. And I've got a controller linked up here, and now it's misbehaving. There we go. Okay. Canaplex says, I don't hear Larkin talking. Am I excited for extra bashing damage? Well, obviously, who wouldn't be? Okay, let's just make sure I've got my audio right here. Master is all the way up. Voice is all the way up. Yeah, so this is not in game. Let's see here. Give me a second. Okay, now I think I've got things back under control. I see what I did. I adjusted something for my Discord settings for the global chat, and it's now should be pretty close to normal. So yes, Steve, I am of course very excited for extra bashing damage. I don't know what human being wouldn't be. It's clearly going to be the new meta. Instantly. Okay, wolves are dead here. And we'll just... Oh, looks like... Oh, I got the wrong ones. Okay, well, in that case, we'll jump up here, take out this one, and then we'll run south. So, yeah, when I went over the... new legendary effect changes and I saw bashing damage, I got excited for like a half a second, and then I saw increased from 40% to 50%. Well, if 40% of nothing was still nothing, what do you think 50% of nothing is? I'm convinced that that was just a total troll change. They knew exactly what the reaction to that would be, and they just couldn't resist. Fisty wishes he could have bashing damage on his armor too. Absolutely. And John W. with a made it on time. Yes, you did. We're going to start out here just doing today's dailies to get till we get some people on here. I don't want to start showing off the PTS till we've got a decent number. We've usually got 40 or 50 people watching on any given stream, so no reason to spoil the fun. It's not going to be a super long stream tonight, but we'll go for a couple hours, I'm sure. And I'm also very excited because on my Xbox character, I got the Unstoppable Monster now. I got one made. I tested it out last night. It's super great. Very excited about that. And Cousin Todd says the Xbox Stalker feature, let me know you're signed in. Oh, interesting. I thought I had disabled that, but I am on PC tonight though, of course, because we're going to go on the PTS. Okay, so now I need to use photo mode while in a group. So there's a challenge down. I need to collect caps, level up, complete a daily op, and kill a Scorched. We've only got 2 people on the daily op team, so we'll hold off on that for a little bit. Unless it's a really easy one. It's decryption in the burning mine, so yeah, we're going to go ahead and wait on that one. And I'm almost at max caps, which is probably not good. I should probably spend some money. Alright, well, what do I need to do here? I need to collect caps. So let's go. Any interesting camps here with lots of weapons or plans? This guy's got a ton of plans. We'll go check that out. Cousin Todd says I have ways around that. I think it does let everybody know, regardless of what platform you're on, but I was pretty sure I had disabled that. Unless by Xbox Stalker feature, you mean I looked at my friends list and saw you were on. that could do it. Okay, so, we've got a floater. Gotta watch out. Could be a trap. Let's look over here first. Locked door. Okay, so it's kind of a treehouse thing. That's cool. There's our free supply package from the day.
Pardon me.
All right, here we go. Let's see if there's anything I can spend caps on. Lots of clothing. Anything interesting here? Not really. Everything else was plans. Let's see if there's anything I don't know. I've got caps to burn. I don't know that one. Camp plans I can always use. Really, that's it? Well, that didn't help me spend very much money. Oh, it's cloaked decryption tonight. Oh, even more fun. But with the double daily score, I can't resist. We got to do that. Okay, and I need to spend more caps before I collect caps. So, who else do we have up? Okay, that's me. That's where I'm at. Got some 3-star weapons here. We'll go check that out. Even if they're not great, I can always grab them and turn them into Scrip, so at least I don't go over max. Or I could just, you know, wait and stay at max caps and wait for an aristocrat's weapon when the new update comes out. That's going to be an interesting effect. All right, where are your vending machines? Let's play Find the Vendor. Or let's play Log Out before we find the vendor. About here. Nope. Nope. And here's a pretty good mix of stuff. Let's travel to that one and see what we get. For score, you don't have to do well. Well, that's true, but... Okay, we got 3 on the team now. Oh, now we've got 4. Okay, I'm going to check out this camp real quick, and then we're going to jump in. And nothing in here. Oh, no. No, no, no. Shop is this way. Uh-oh, when I see smoke, I worry about traps. Looks like we're okay. All right, let's see what we've got here. Nothing super amazing, at least not yet. Mutant's plasma pistol. There are some things we could grab now that might be useful in the new update. Quad combat shotgun with VAT's critical shots doing more damage. That could be interesting. That's about it. Instigating explosive handmade. No, instigating an explosive isn't a great combo. Hunter's crossbow. 3 stars for 300 caps. I'll take it. I'll take that too. And why not? Got to burn up some caps. And what else do we have here? That's all good. That's fine. See if we've got any plans going on here. Nope. And how about Deathclaw hands? I'll buy those so that when I do finally, hopefully get the Unstoppable Monster on PC, I have them ready to go so I can make it. Ammo. Any ammo I can grab for any of my other characters. 308 you can never get enough of. Shotgun shells for a shotgun build. Sure, why not? Good enough. Okay, that at least gets us a little further from danger. Just go ahead and put some of this stuff away. Got to bury mentats. That's good. Okay. So let's go ahead into the daily op. Cousin Todd, you keep getting the medical malpractice and selling it for a lot of caps. Well, hey, take what you can get. It's, sadly not a very good weapon, but it's got a cool name, I guess. All right. And what did we have here tonight? Blood Eagles? Cultists. Okay. So let's just check out what weapons I've got. I guess we can use the... Okay, Mutant Slayers has swing speed, but they're not mutants. Let's use Executioners. And how am I on buffs? Okay. We've got extra XP going already. Let's see if we've got any food. Cranberry cobbler for some extra XP. Glowing meat steak. Mole rat chunks for strength. Mutant hound chops for melee. Mutton chops for melee. And I think that'll do it. Okay, and let's just quick check perks. Inspirational is good. All that's all set. Okay, I can deal with everything that's there. And I'm going to do a quick armor repair. Something's about to break. That's not close enough to broken. Okay. I am ready whenever everyone else is. I'm going to pop myself a berry mentats here. I only have one, unfortunately, but that's okay.
Come in, team.
That'll at least help find some of these invisible bastards running around.
So I'm none too pleased. Whoever this punk is, let's shut him down.
Okay, looks like we got one here. Okay, one down. Oh, we're already halfway there. That's good.
I don't want anyone getting killed out there.
And don't worry, folks. We won't be in the main game too long. We're just going to knock out the dailies and give people a chance to get on stream, and then we'll head over to the PTS. Check out the new stuff. Anything down this way? Yes, there we go. Need one more. Is this where we started?
Okay. An enemy in the area is carrying the code we'll need.
Alright, now we need code breakers.
Kind of hazy on who exactly it is, but my money's on whichever one looks the most important.
Okay, maybe I can revive him. Nope. Why are you shooting at me? How do you... Oh, I have my stupid light on. Gotta remember to turn the stupid light off.
Great. We got what we need.
Okay, we got the code. Now we need an interceptor. Looks like there's one this way.
First connection is cut.
Okay, we already got it. Somebody else got it. Good thing someone's useful here because I'm certainly not. Okay, there's another interceptor, so if we were try to stay close to this, then that could at least maybe help us speed up the process a little bit when the time comes.
In his example,
Okay, I hear.
to the divine light.
Where are you? I heard you. You're apparently above me somewhere. Oh, cloaked is awful. I am not a fan of cloaked. Not even a little bit of a fan of cloaked.
I fear nothing. I will live forever.
Well, good thing somebody's seeing them, because I'm not seeing a damn thing. Alright, well, they only need one more, so I'm going to hang right here.
Do what you can to sniff them out, but
Because they'll get our code carrier quickly. Okay, we're going to let you keep walking. I don't want you to die yet. Never mind.
another code acquired. Use it to knock out an interceptor. Proceed with caution.
Razor Saint says, good luck, tried to solo. After 16 minutes, I rage quit. Yeah, you can't solo this one. And Meow Rage is here. Welcome, Meow Rage. So yeah, we're going to check out the PTS once the dailies are done. All right. Oh, I heard one.
His foes cannot escape.
I see you. Look at that. I did something. I contributed. Alright, we just need 2 more. There's usually some that spawn here, but it doesn't look like it this time.
An extra angry hostile.
Alright, now we gotta get to the boss.
Make sure you're ready for a fight.
Where is it? Yeah.
And open with a solid sucker punch. If
Gotta
I were
find the
you.
top cheese now. That was not the top. There's the top cheese. You're not the top cheese.
Time to ruin our spy's day by shutting the operation down. Head to the last interceptor.
All right, well, we got it in under 8 minutes.
Mission complete.
All right, let's see. Will I get the unstoppable monster finally?
Let that be a lesson to him for spying on Brotherhood operations. Good fighting, team.
Meow Rage says the new crafting system looks pretty cool for power armor. Yeah, I think so. I think it's a little disappointing. We can't just change specific stars, but that's not entirely shocking, in all honesty. Come on, come on. What do we got? Whistle in the dark. Well, I guess that will be a little better now. Nocturnal is going to suck distinctly less in the new PTS, so... or in the new update, rather. And I'm sure they will listen to some feedback and everything, too, so... But that definitely looks like it's going to be a little better. I'm curious to see how it works. I'm not sure if I have a nocturnal weapon or not that we can check out, but we'll try. Okay, so I've still got to level up. I've got to kill Scorched. Ooh, I'm not even that close to a level. Okay. So let's find some Scorched to kill. No Scorched events down here. We can usually find some at Fisher sites, though. It's a good place to go. And, oh, I don't have that one on this character. Okay. So we're just going to fast travel to Vault 79. Steve says, I'm sitting by my fire pit with a cold beer, so I need tonight's drinking game. Well, that's not up to me. You all have to make your own rules for the drinking game so that I can at least have a hands-off attitude about destroying all of your livers. I need plausible deniability. Uh-oh. Did I? Okay, good. I gotta remember not to scrap those. Hey. Don't do that. And Cousin Todd says bashing damage is 10% less sucky. No, Todd, it's 20% less sucky. 20 whole percent. They improved that damage by 20%. But there's your math nerd tonight. But guess what? 20% more of nothing is still nothing. So, you know, those shredding miniguns are going to get more powerful. But it's still not going to be any more useful anywhere else. All right, Scorched, where are you? I see you. Don't run away from me. I'm here to kill you. Just hold still. I've got challenges to meet. XP to gain. And it sure would be nice if that Scorched Beast would land. Do I have a gun? Oh, he's landing. Oh, thank you for that. All right, well, there's that Executioner's effect working well. It is nice on those big tanky bastards. Okay, we've got an Annihilator over here. Anybody else? Oh, we got somebody else. Where you at? I heard you. And Meowrage says, if people are able to change the star, it would break the market and make legacy weapons even better. Yeah, I get that. It's, I think, just a little bit, I think people are just a little disappointed by it. But I also get it. 20% more of that, you know it. And tonight's drinking game, whenever you hear nobody likes you and an enemy, drink. Works for me. And Marshall says, hello, how you doing, Marshall? Canoplex says, oh, present by my stove. Okay, cool. We still need a couple more Scorched, so let's get that. Oh, and I'm about to die of radiation exposure. That would be very bad. Couldn't do that. As soon as I get my 2 more Scorched, I will pop over to the base and check out that present you left for me. Thank you. Okay, we need 1 more. Okay, we're there, but we still need XP, and we've got a caution, so let's take out what's here. Not necessarily opposed to skipping the level up challenge tonight, just so we can kind of get to the point of the mainstream. Caps are easy. XP isn't that bad, but... Alright, there should be at least 1 more running around here. There he is. Stop running away. Okay, now we're in the clear. Let's head over to camp. Marshall asks how the PTS is looking. Well, I did go on briefly last night, just to kind of quickly check it out. And, you know, seems okay. I mean, there's definitely some interesting changes. We're going to take a look at how they changed some of the legendary effects. A lot of people are getting at least close to what they want when it comes to the mutants effect. All right, we've got to keep those. So when we one day finally get an unstoppable monster, I can just make it. Alright, Canoplex said he left something by the stove. Oh, nuclear key cards, liquid courage, and a super mutant tube. Awesome. Okay. Nuclear key cards are always useful. And the liquid courage, I already know on this character, but I don't know it on all of them. So I will definitely transfer that to someone who will use it. Just cook up this food before it goes bad. We'll go collect caps, and unless there's like a strong XP event, I'll probably just jump over to the PTS and forego the level up challenge for now. Canoplexes, already knew the plans. Yeah, I already had those, but I don't have it on my main character, I don't think, so that's the one I usually fight Earl on. So I'll definitely get more mileage out of it there. I've been doing all my daily ops on this character so I can get the unstoppable monster plan, but that was because I thought it wasn't tradable. Now I have learned otherwise. Okay, we've got not a ton of stuff here, but let's see what they've got.
Oh, you startled me.
That's showing me nothing. I wonder if it's because someone else is... Can you not look at it when someone else is looking at it? Maybe that's how they prevent people buying multiple things. All right, well, let's go in here and sell some garbage off to get our caps for the challenge.
I just can't shake these nightmares.
At your service, ma'am.
Just
This
why?
unit has been programmed with the task of wishing all
Anything here I don't need.
happy holiday. Initiating.
Okay, I'm never going to eat all those wolf ribs before
Serve and
they
protect.
spoil. All right, and the rest of that looks fine.
May I be of assistance?
Crab of Reason, welcome. Says, what did I miss? Not really anything yet. We're just doing the dailies for now. Giving people a chance to get on the stream. Finally got the science boards. I haven't seen those yet. And
Serve and protect.
Bethesda went with a trifecta of "Hosh, screw you" to all of us in today's daily op. Burning Mind, Savage Strike, and Cloaked. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
Dropping to catastrophic levels. Read.
All right, let's see if we can look in this vendor now. Is this a person or a mannequin? I think that's a... Oh, that's a mannequin. Okay, we just can't see anything in here. It's just not working. Shows that there's stuff, but apparently it's not showing up. Okay, so where are we on the level up? I'm about 2/3 of the way there. I've still got some very well rested going on. I'd love to hit it.
Can't shake these nightmares.
Okay, where can we go that might have
Just
enemies at it? Should change the team to casual. Because chances are everything's picked through. All right, let's head over here. We'll see if we can hit this disconnected from server. What? Well, something was definitely wrong with that server. All right, we'll jump in. I'm going to jump into my private world so we can do a quick level up, because I can just run over to West Tech and we'll get that in that time. Anybody on the friends list who wants to jump into the private world is certainly welcome to. My goal here is to level up in the next 5 minutes or so. And then we'll go check out the PTS. Oh, Canoplex is trying to join the Wild Mongrel event. Keeps disconnecting. Interesting. And Cirque's here in the chat. How you doing tonight, Cirque? Welcome, welcome. I'm going to start a casual team just in case anybody jumps in. But I don't think I'm going to be here long. Crab says I would, but not on Xbox. Nope, tonight I'm on PC. Dan Halen's in the chat. How you doing, Dan? I don't think I've seen your name for a while. Okay, so because we're on a private world, we have new spawns. And I'm going to go to my Mutant Slayer's Gauntlet. So we can one-shot all of these guys with this, with a power attack. Meowrage says, I want to fight a queen in a private world. Hey, you're more than welcome to jump into this one. I'm not going to be here long, so if you don't have Fallout first, then it'll kick you out after a little bit, but... Uh-oh. Face eater. Stop trying to eat my face. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you either. Okay, we're in good shape. Yeah, Reg. Oh, for the level up. Yeah, I mean, if you want to drop one quick, I'm cool with it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that's right. I said nobody likes you, so shot, shot, shot. Cousin Todd's leading the drinking game tonight. Yeah, if we wanted to do a queen real quick, I don't think anybody would object to that. I mean, there's stuff to check out on the PTS, but it's not going to take that long. As you can see, though, my level up is going to come really quick here. We don't necessarily need to do a queen to get it. How you doing, Face Eater? Not eating my face today. Dan says, yeah, missed your streams due to sleep and work. Yeah, those are kind of necessities. So I'm going to run through here while Meowrage goes and preps the nuke. Even if I level up in here, that's okay, because it'll get me close to another level for tomorrow. Crab says, what's new? At this point, we're going to finish leveling up, do a queen, and then jump to the PTS. And you're a dead mutant. And you're a dead mutant. And you're a dead face eater. And you're a dead face eater. Anybody else? Anybody else want some of this? You want some too? And there's the level. Okay, so we hit all our challenges. Now we'll just take out this guy. And his buddy should be around here somewhere. There you are. Grab that for the melee damage. And you taking a leak? Yep. It's kind of an awkward way to go. Just standing there trying to take a leak in peace, and somebody comes up and punches you right in the groin. That would be very uncomfortable. Oh, Crab says, what's new on the PTS? Well, we're going to have changes to legendary effects, some rebalance stuff, legendary crafting, some new rewards, and some new legendary effects. So I don't know that we'll get to see all of it, of course, because plenty of that stuff is RNG based, but we'll see what all we can find. But yeah, Scorched Beast Queen fights on private servers are usually pretty fun, so. So I see no reason not to do that. Canoplex says Face Eater would also be a good drinking game. Yeah, well, Cousin Todd already called it. It's Nobody Likes You Tonight. We can't get too complicated.
I'm hungry.
Oh yeah, you're hungry? Oh, and this controller's acting up. This is what I get for getting one of those Xbox bundles and thinking, oh yeah, I can use the controllers. I'm just not always in the mood to sit with a mouse and a keyboard, so. On Xbox, I usually use one of the Elite controllers. It's really nice. This is not one of those. This is just a regular old Xbox Series X controller, which is a little nicer than the old one, but it's still kind of chintzy compared to that other one. But it works. All right, let's head into... Lex has got you to say it again. Context doesn't matter. Hey, you guys make the rules. You guys make the rules. I accept no personal responsibility for the after effects on your livers.
It's over.
I just assume that you would make these same bad decisions on your own. At here. How you doing, Face Eater? Not so good. You about to fall down? You did fall down. Guess what? Nobody likes you. Not even your mother. And we should have a couple in here. Better be careful or I'm going to level up again. Okay, we got a Face Eater there. Oh, don't fall down there. That just makes it difficult. You're messing up my flow, Face Eater. Alright, I know there's at least one more walking around up here. There he is. We've still got that caution flag, so there's still one more. Oh, there you are. Okay. Don't worry, I'm coming. Don't feel too left out. We still got another one. Oh, another Face Eater. Where'd you go? I see you. I'm coming for you. Dan Halen says, what's your drink of choice? I really don't drink. Occasionally I do. And it's usually rum mixed with whatever happens to be available. Whatever sweet sugary drink happens to be available to mix with it. Because I don't drink much because I don't really like the taste of alcohol. Never have. But I appreciate that the rest of the world does. And if you can use my live streams as an excuse to drink, that's fine. Alright. I heard you growling. I know there's another one here. Oh well. My patience wears thin. I'm going to go over here and turn in some Scrip while Meow Rage preps the nuke. All right. And we got about 30 people in the stream here. That's good. So yeah, as soon as we do this queen, we'll jump over to the PTS. Meow Rage is usually pretty quick through the silos. And if anyone else is on and wants to join us for it in the private world, if I'm on your friends list, I opened it up, so we should be able to do that. Usually I do team only just because I'm recording or something typically, but we'll be fine. A Mutant Slayer's Hatchet, that can go. Oh, I'm already at max. Okay, so much for turning in Scrip. We'll just put other stuff in here. Don't really need to carry around 21 disease cures, do I? Or aluminum ore. Well, I didn't know whistle in the dark, so I guess at least I got something I didn't know. That will improve. Nocturnal sucks less on the new... It's going to be interesting, though, because it looks like it's still going to scale as the night gets later. So that'll be interesting to look at. I want to see if... seriously? What is happening right now? So yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that works, if it scales through the night or if it just... or if the damage upgrade just happens. Are all the robots dead? Wow, that's a lot of ghouls coming at me here. Crab says, whistle in the dark, such a bad weapon. And Marshall says, I dislike the coloring. Yeah, I mean, it's a horrible weapon now. But depending on this change to Nocturnal, as they said, they're buffing the damage that it gets at night. And they're taking away the daytime debuff. So Nocturnal is going to suck a lot less than it did before. The question is, how does the buff work? You know, are we starting out with a 20% buff and going up to 100 or more? If that's the case, then it could be really interesting. If we're starting out at like 5%, then that's probably not going to cut it. But maybe. I don't know. We'll have to find out. Okay, so... DFW says they need to unnerf the nighttime hours then too for Nocturnal. I miss exploring in the dark. Yeah. Technically, they didn't actually nerf that. The time still works. So they just shortened the nighttime hours in game visually. But the buffs actually all, at least according to Bethesda, when they changed that with Wastelanders, the buffs are all supposed to still work as they did. But we'll see. All right, we are here at Meow Rage's camp. We'll go check out Meow Rage's camp while we wait for the nuke. Oh, this is kind of cool. You got like a swamp thing going on. And I'm not diseased. Okay, I could dig this. This is cool. He's just made a new weird camp. I like weird camps.
How's the wasteland treating you?
Weird camps are fun. Who the hell just said that? Mannequin talking to me? Oh, you're talking to me. And another mannequin. Yeah, that was creepy. All right, let's see if we can find the vendors. So here's a bedroom. 1950s style pair of beds. And a golf cart ride. Okay. Let's see here. Where are the vendors? Dan says, there's the nuke.
Attention, citizens. Nuclear
Dan says, I'm
imminent.
farming ceramic for my new camp.
Please exit the area at your earliest convenience. Thank you for your cooperation.
Well, Meow Rage, I have no idea where your vending machine is. I'm probably staring right at it, but... Oh, it's the cash register. I see. Duh. Anti-armor Tesla rifle, Berserker's 50 cal, bloodied LMG. They're also buffing this. Not bloodied, but the 10% damage while aiming. If I remember correctly, it's now going to be 25%. So it's going to give you a real incentive to aim down sights, which is pretty cool. Executioners. I did play with an executioner's weapon briefly last night. And that was... it's still multiplicative, which was good. Extra VATS hit chance is going up to 50%. So definitely some buffs that are coming, which is good. I still wish they'd find a happy medium between this additive damage and the multiplicative we used to have. 1-star quad handmade. Mutants lever action. That could be a good one to do. Let's grab that. Couple unyielding pieces. Robot left leg. Plus strength and reduces falling damage. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that.
Need to remember to bring a gas mask next time I stop in the ash.
Boss knot flagpole. We'll grab that. And that. That looks good to me. Okay.
Hey.
And stash box.
I think I
That doesn't matter. We'll head on down to the queen fight. See who's all here.
disgusting.
Looks like, I believe that's Canaplex. I'm getting to know everybody's names in-game. Aaron asks, Fisty, what do you think is the best way to generate gold script? Public events. Just do public events. You get it for all of them. Marshall says, and everybody else, what are your favorite legendary perks that are coming? It's hard to say. I think the aristocrats one is really interesting. I also really like the new, there's also going to be a full health one. Now, it's only a 25% buff, but I think that's kind of interesting for players who want to run at full health. All right, I need to grab a good weapon here. I'm going to go bloodied, power fist, and then, actually, no, I'm going to go anti-armor because that's swing speed, and then we'll go to executioners when the health gets low. But yeah, I think aristocrats is interesting. I think the full health one, I can't remember what it's called now. I think that one's really interesting. Where'd you go? I'm running away. Nobody likes you. That's why we're all punching you and shooting you with things. You're an unpleasant individual. You scream a lot, you hit us with things, fly around in the air and pee all over us. Nobody likes you. Uh-oh, a scorched face eater. Can't have that. Face eaters are bad enough. We don't need them scorched. Wow, legendary rad rat? Okay. So she's having a hard time landing. I'm going to grab a shotgun. Pretty sure I have one. Never mind, she's on the ground again. Gotta get out of danger. Uh-oh, Deathclaw. And dead. Nice, nice face plant in the dirt. And we're spawning in the nuke. That's always fun. But we can fast travel out quick enough. All right, she's still on the ground. Oh, we got that chain thing. I'm guessing we got her to regen at this point. Oh, what? Oh, everybody's coming to play with Fisty. I don't want to play with you. I don't like you. I actually do kind of like the sloths. That's a shame now that they're not hostile. Because now I feel mildly guilty about killing them. We've got a gulper. Oh, there's another level. Almost high enough to hit. Uh-oh, got a disease. Can't have that. And we'll just keep punching you. Oh, you didn't get a health regen yet at that point. All right, we got one now. All right, so I've got swing speed on this weapon, and I thought that would help with DPS, but I'm going to try to switch to the bloodied instead. Good God, die. Why won't you die? Get a ton of legendaries out of these ads. My God. There's definitely a lot more enemy spawns on private worlds. I've always noticed that. Okay, can I get you? Well, it's not really a huge difference damage-wise, is it? I'm thinking the armor piercing is better for her. And we're down. Cousin Todd says, close enough shot. If anybody can get me, that will give me a damage buff with Revenant. Okay. Oh, stop it. Ugh. This is why I don't run queens on private servers. It's cool because you get so many ads, you get tons of XP, but it's frustrating. It would probably be less frustrating on a non-melee build. I'm gonna throw my grenades in here. Good God. And stealth is just terrible for me tonight for some reason. Okay. Ghoul over there. Back to this. Now we're almost down to 40%. I'm going to go to the executioners. Do I have anything that will help me? Deathclaw steak, glowing meat steak, mutant hound chops, mole rat chunks. I'm just going to gobble up everything I can. Okay, that'll give me a little extra melee. Oh my God. Just running right into a pack of death. Okay, back in caution. Okay, so look how much more damage that Executioner's does. Oh, maybe that's because I'm in stealth. Still, that's a lot more. I'm just going to keep punching away here, and hopefully I don't die. There we go. Try and get to safety. So much for that. Look at all those chains. Oh, stop it. The event is over. Stop trying to eat me. Alright, and I know we put a tent down here somewhere. Put my flux away before I die. And there we go. We did a queen on a private world. Look at that. And I think we cleared it. Okay. Marshall says, why are they called ads? I am assuming they are called ads because they would be considered additional enemies to the boss. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's where that little abbreviation comes from. Ooh, another Scorch Beast. Can I punch you before you die? I can. Can I loot you before I die? I also can. All right. Okay, so. Meowridge says, yeah, if you nuke like this, you get a lot more enemies. Absolutely. Okay, so we have completed the daily challenges, and we took on a queen on a private world. I'm going to go ahead and claim my rewards. Perk card pack, yes please. Lunch boxes, yes please. Okay, and now it's going to be time to jump to the PTS. So I need to... It's going to take me back to my desktop, so I'm just going to hide my screen here real quick. And I'm still here. Haven't gone anywhere, but yeah. Sometimes when I do that, my emails start popping up and all kinds of stuff, and we don't want to do that. So now we want to go to the PTS. Assassin's Combat Shotgun. John Linton's here. Welcome, John. And the PTS is just loading up now from the Bethesda launcher. Very slowly. Very slowly. Continuously very slowly. Oh, come on. Going to check the PTS forum real quick and just make sure they haven't shut it down. Oh, no, it's loading in now. Okay, we're now in. I can take the screen down. There we go. And on the PTS, there aren't You can't do your private worlds or anything like that, but there aren't usually a ton of worlds running. And my controller is acting up again. There we go. So now one of the cool things they did was they gave you some pre-made characters. So one's for rewards, so we can look at the different rewards that are in Steel Rain, or at least some of them. And then there's 2 for quests, which I guess take us to different points in the quests. I'm not going to do the quests. I don't want to spoil the storyline or anything like that. I'm here mostly to just look at the, see how things work, see what changes are here. So I think we can just use the main character for that. And I don't know. Yeah, it looks like your regular friends list doesn't show up here if people are online there. But of course, everybody's welcome to join me in the PTS if they want to. But yeah, there's usually only a couple of PTS worlds actually running at any given time. Marshall says one of the outfits looks like the from Tears stream looks like the Merc outfit from Fallout 3. Yes, I did see that, and I do like that. I want to see them add more Fallout 3 stuff. I mean, I'll be honest. I just want them to put Fallout 3 in this game. I'm cool with that. Fallout 3 is absolutely my favorite Fallout game of all time, so they can feel free to put that in. All right, and so it looks like we've got some people on the world, but not a ton. All right, so what I want to take a look at here are, the first thing I want to see is the legendary crafting. So if we modify a weapon, so let's say I wanted to modify, no, I'm not even going to play with that. So let's find a I think I have a non-legendary fixer in here. Dan Halen says Fallout 3 hands down my favorite Fallout. Mine too. Absolutely. And don't get me wrong, I love New Vegas too, but I love them both for very different reasons. Okay, so well, let's modify. So if I want to modify it with a legendary mod, right now there's no legendary mods on it. I could do normal mods all I want. But to do that, I need legendary modules and legendary cores. And I don't have any of those. So it looks like from different events, you'll get legendary mods. And they can be either 1, 2, or 3 stars. So you can't like go into your nocturnal faster fire rate, 90% reduced weight weapon and just change the nocturnal effect. You can re-roll all 3 stars, but then who knows what you end up with. So you have like a bloodied limb damage fixer. Do you really want to re-roll those stars to see if you get bloodied and faster fire rate? You could, but it doesn't make a ton of sense. It makes more sense to just craft a non-legendary one and do your rolls on that instead of burning up the one you have. So it's not perfect. I still like to think there's a way that you could find a way to do individual star crafting, even if it was a really crazy grind. But it's still an improvement. I still like the idea of being able to craft any weapon we want as legendary. Dan says 3 was the first Fallout I played, so that plays a big part. Same thing for me. And I think that's a big part of it for everybody, even if they don't know it. That first, the way they did the beginning of Fallout 3, where you spend your time in the vault, and then you kind of get comfortable there, you hear about what life might be like on the outside, and then you actually get there. and that first view of the wasteland, and you walk through Springvale, and you hear the Enclave radio on the iBot coming over, like, the whole atmosphere of it was just perfect. Meow Rage says, I feel like the legendary mods will be hard to get like the daily op rewards. I agree. I think from what I can see, it looks like they're going to drop from daily ops. They're going to drop from public events, but I don't think they drop from daily ops yet. And I guess some, like the boss fights, like Earl or the Scorched Beast Queen, Encrypted, Project Paradise, if you get a perfect finish, I think they guarantee one. I think they might need to boost that a little bit. That's pretty rare. So, but now we can take a look at some of the changes here. So Executioners is the same. Instigating is the same. Junkies is the same. Stalkers is the same. Troubleshooters, though, take a look now, it's 50% damage to robots. So all of those Slayer effects, your troubleshooters, your zealots, your ghoul slayers, they're all now 50% instead of 30. So that's a pretty significant damage boost. And I want to test it and see if it works as well as it says it will. Like, is that like the 50% you get from Executioners multiplicative, or is it crappy 50% additive damage? So we've got a Vampire's Handmade, Troubleshooter's Laser Pistol. So unfortunately I don't have a lot of that stuff. So here's a Nocturnal Gatling Gun. Mutants now. You see damage increased by 5% if you're mutated, but that now goes up to 25%. You get 5% for every mutation you have. So a lot of people in the community were kind of crying out for 10% per mutation. I said in one of my Scrip videos, I thought that was unrealistic. It would just make it the instant meta of the game because everybody's running around mutated anyway. So this is probably a little more balanced. I still would have liked to see something a little more creative there, but, you know, maybe boosting the effects of your mutations in addition to a little damage. That could have been interesting, but, you know, could have done worse. And now I've got a Mutant Slayer's Crusader Pistol. So this one gives me 50% damage to super mutants, which is interesting. 25% faster fire rate, which is useless because it's a semi-automatic weapon. Let's see if there's anything else. And I can always jump to another character and look at other stuff too. Let's see here. So I do want to test. Do I have any Slayer fixers? Anti-armor, vampires, furious, medics, instigating, and quad. So no, I do not. Okay, how about Troubleshooter's Laser Pistol? Let's just grab that. And can I craft just a basic laser pistol? Meow Rage asked if Stalkers is the same. Yes, it is. Infected Duck says, I'd like to test it with and without Radex to see the damage change. You could. Now, alternatively, you could just compare it to a non-legendary version. Then you don't have to unmutate temporarily. Okay, I don't have a laser rifle. Okay, so let's do something a little different. Let's grab, because we're just in here screwing around anyway, grab that Mutant Slayer's Crusader Pistol. And I don't know if I have any mods for it. I don't think I do. I do have a couple. Okay. Standard receiver, short barrel. It says I have 4 mods, but I don't see where I can. Oh, it must be counting these. Okay. All right, well, that's okay. Let's see here. I've got Mutant Slayer's Crusader pistol. I've got a few rounds of 10mm. Do I have any in my stash?
I could save time if
I do.
just
Okay.
steal supplies instead.
So what I want to do here is see if it's any good. I've got Tank Killer. This is my commando build. Let's just run over to... I'm going to run over to Huntersville instead of West Tech, because it's not going to be that good. Cousin Todd says, go bash some stuff. Is Stalker all the same? Yeah, that's the same. Achilles is in the chat, dropping by for a like. Can't stay tonight. Well, thank you for dropping by. I appreciate it. Okay, so that was not a super mutant. So our damage on this weapon right now is 59. Now I do have adrenaline and stuff running, but... Alright, so... Why was it... Oh, I have Tenderizer. Maybe that's why. I'm trying to kill super mutants because they might have a laser pistol. Or a laser rifle. Let's look at it on the torso. 42. 47. I see you, Face Eater. So headshots with criticals aren't bad. And I don't have any perks on this either, so... Not horrible, but I don't really have anything to compare it to. I'm really just here to see if I can get a laser pistol. Oh, what? Rage, rage, rage. I know you're angry. No one loves you. Your mother told you were a disappointment. Your grandmother told you the story about how you were an accident. I get it. Seriously? No laser guns? Okay, laser sniper rifle, which is better than nothing. I think I can mod the other one into that. Okay, so let's head over. We're gonna head back to camp real quick. Close enough again, shot. Don't Blood Eagles have energy guns? Yeah, they sometimes do. And the Christophorus says the pistol in full auto would be awesome. It would. I would love it in full auto. It actually wasn't bad. Even without sneak, I mean, yes, I was getting VATS criticals, but it actually wasn't that bad. I wonder what this might look like. So, okay, let's go ahead and modify. Troubleshooter's laser pistol. So this is just standard stuff. I'm just going to make this all standard too. I am going to put the reflex sight on it. 70 and 70. Good. And I'm going to put the reflex sight on this too. Okay, so this is troubleshooters.
Reminder. Talk to reminder.
Actually, I'm going to put some paint on one of these two. Just so I can tell them apart. We're going to go attack some robots. I want to see what the damage buff looks
I
like.
think you're going to need a couple of stitches for that one. Want to be treated?
Oh, I don't have any? Really? I don't have any paints? Okay, then. Alright, well, I'm just going to have to figure it out. I would have figured I had the one from Nuclear Winter, at least. Okay, so we're going to head right up to Robco. It's right over here.
I don't think you should be bleeding that much. Wait.
You don't think I should be bleeding that much? Why not? Bear trap. Yes, boys and girls, building your house near random bear traps is fun and safe. Okay, now I do need to take off some perks here. Let's take off Tank Killer. And Commando's not going to do anything. Let's take off Tenderizer. We're going to take off... Covert Operative can stay. That doesn't make a difference. Bloody Mess is fine. I just want to take off anything that's going to stack damage. We're going to unequip that for now, even though we're not really sneaking. Actually, I should heal up, shouldn't I? Cousin Todd says that seems, what seems counterintuitive? Okay, so we're 51 and 51. Okay, this is the troubleshooters. I am going to eat, so I've got AP. All right, let's see what this looks like against a robot. So 25 on the torso. 18. So it does appear to be additive. Okay. Bear traps are fun and safe to build by. Absolutely. Obviously. Okay, now let's go into stealth a little bit. We won't stay there very long, I'm sure. Our weak spot is the thruster. 155, 107, 58, 58, 58, 40. Oh, and I'm out of ammo. Okay. Well, it definitely appears to be additive, not multiplicative. I think that is fairly obvious at this point. Marshall says I'm at 63. Canoplex is at 53. I don't think I'm going to have a valid scoreboard here. Nope. So we're just going to ignore that. Okay, so it looks like the Slayer effects are still additive. Going from 40 to 58 is almost 50%, but I didn't have any perks. I'm at full health, so I have no adrenal reaction. I had nothing on there boosting damage, so that kind of makes sense. But yeah, that was... So that's additive. It's not amazing, but it's there. Now, how about... So public events can drop legendary cores, but there aren't really any public events going. Let's go ahead and use... Oh, I can't really change my build. Okay, I don't have perk cards or anything to do it with. So there's not a ton of testing I can really do on this legendary stuff, is there? Let's see if there's anything. We can go look at some of the rewards on the rewards character. But yeah, short of like getting stuff from drops, there isn't really a lot to do. Oh, I know what we can do. Let's go ahead and... I'm just going to put stuff away. Where am I at on Scrip here? 294, that's it? All right, I'm going to go turn in some Scrip. Because the nice thing is that on the PTS, it's all temporary. None of this reflects on your regular character. So I can go turn in a bunch of Scrip. We're going to go to the Purveyor, and I'm going to get 1 and maybe 1 or 2 star weapons. Meow Rage says I could craft power armor. I could, but it's not going to be legendary without legendary cores. Want to see the Merc outfit and legendary power armor? I can try. I don't think I can craft legendary power armor without legendary cores, though. And they really should have thought about that. Oh, that's right. We get double the Scrip to turn in. I'm curious to see if I can get a hold of any of these new effects. Okay, there's 40, 80, 120, 160, 200, 240, 280, 5, 90. Oh, what? What's shooting at me? Stop it. Oh. Something invisible is shooting? Oh, it's a liberator. It's a commie bot. I'd say no one likes you, but that's not really true. Because I do. I like the liberators. I want one as a pet. Gren says, don't they have pre-made characters? They do. You can't really do a ton of stuff with them, but they do. Okay, let me finish dumping Scrip here. Alright, do I have 10 more? Probably. There's 5. Okay. The reason I'm doing this is I just want to see if we can get any of these new legendary effects to play with. It would be really nice if they gave you a bunch of that stuff, but they don't. Even on the pre-made characters, they don't. Now, maybe if I look at the reward, maybe if I look at the rewards character, it'll have some of those legendary cores. I don't think it does, but I'll check. First, we're going to roll some stuff here and just see if we get anything, but... Chairman Fisty, Comrade Fisty. I'm not a communist. I just like the liberators. I think they're cool. I want one as a pet in my base. And they said they'd do it in the AMA a few weeks back. I mean, really what I want is I want an outfit that has a liberator that, like, I can walk around like a parrot, like a pirate would, and it'll scream communist slogans at my enemies. That would be amazing. But I'll settle for a pet. Okay, so we can buy legendary modules, but we can't buy legendary cores. So we're going to do just kind of a few 1 stars. There's a vampires. Oh, we got an aristocrat's fixer. That's kind of interesting. It's only 1 star, but that's cool. And I'm just flying through here because we don't want to spend all night on this. Let's try a couple of 2 stars, see if we get some of those other ones. Okay, so that pretty much settles that. And let's just take a look. I did see a couple of things pop over there. So what did we get here? We got an anti-armor Gauss rifle. And here's one of the other new effects here. Your 10% damage while aiming is now 25%. Cousin Todd, now all I need to do is make 29,000 caps on the PTS to use the new fixer. I'm pretty sure it scales, but we'll check that out. But yeah, this is an interesting one here. 25% damage while aiming that's not an insignificant boost. 10% wasn't much, but 25% is a little bit of something. And, you know, where that comes in is I think that gives players who don't use VATS a little bit of something extra, which is kind of cool, or maybe creates an incentive not to use it, or an incentive to change up your gameplay, which I think is interesting. Berserkers, that's just a 1-star. Fire rate's normal. Bloodied, this I think had a 2nd star. Yes. So this one, I can't remember what the name of that 2nd star is, but the last round in a magazine has a 25% chance to deal 2 times damage. So that's kind of interesting. Let's equip that quick. So, and that's significant on a weapon like this that only holds 4 rounds. That means every 4th round has a chance to do double damage. Now, that's probably additive damage, so it's probably nothing super impressive, but still kind of interesting. Hunter's Gatling laser. So, I was hoping to get a nocturnal fixer, but that didn't work out. Stalkers. There it is. Bashing damage increased by 50%. It's done. We've done it. We've won Fallout 76 now. Meow Ridge says, I just want a Liberator that says meow to confuse people. Bashing damage increased by 50%. So yeah, there you go. Faster fire rate. So here's our aristocrats fixer. Damage increases as caps increase. Let's go ahead and put the normal mods that I would put on here and just see how this compares to a non-legendary fixer. Because I'm sure it scales. I'm sure it's not just 29,000 and you get the max buff and nothing under that. Oh, I need to put gunsmith on. Okay. That's right. I don't have the ability to carry both perks at the same time. Let's put that on. I like the stinging magazine. Suppressor's good. Okay, so now it's at 88. And we're at full health, too, so that's worth considering. Okay, so here is my bloodied fixer. Is at 88 damage. This is at 88, but it's not equipped. There it is. Okay, so it definitely scales with your caps. Likely maxing out at 29,000. But yeah, so even having 22.5, you're still getting a buff from it. So let's go ahead and... Oh, I'm way overweight. Okay, let's put some stuff in the stash. And then I'm going to go get some caps. All right, that got us underweight. So I'm going to go sell some stuff. I'm pretty sure the vendors get double caps too. That is correct, Todd. No one in the history of ever has ever said, I really wanted a nocturnal fixer until now. And they may not in the future either, but I'd like to see it. I'd like to see it in action. So maybe when we go to the rewards character, maybe we'll be able to craft some of these things and see how it all works. I don't know yet. Okay, that's nothing dangerous. All right, let's go sell you some stuff.
Free supply here, citizen.
So we were at 106. Let's see where we end up. And because this is temporary, we don't need to be... We don't need to treat anything as too precious here.
Supplies and equipment.
Okay. Let's just throw down a tent. I probably have a ton of junk in here I can sell. Oh yeah, there we go. How about some flux? We can sell them some flux to get where we need to be. 2667 left, so I guess they have 2800. All right. Well, I can't sell them that much flux. $18 per, so what's that? Probably 11.
Free supply here,
12.
citizen.
Okay, and we'll sell you 3 bobby pins so I can get as much as possible. So now we're at 25,000 caps, and we're at 108 damage. Be cool if you could program your Liberator to do animal impressions. It can go moo or woof. And the Christophorus says, what would be your dream fixer? The bloody 25% fire rate is really good. That someone gave me in a stream a few weeks back. I'm also a big fan of the 33% VATS hit chance, which is really interesting because that's now 50% on the PTS. So that is not insignificant. All right, so let's just do a quick little, so 108 compared to, so my bloodied where I have no health is, so 108, that's 88, but it's executioners. Let's just go kill something with it. I'm sure it's fine. Screebat says, I'm having trouble getting a lot of ammo. Any tips on where to farm steel and gunpowder? Well, steel, your best bet, depending on your level. If you're high level, cruise through West Tech, all your super mutant areas, put on the scrapper perk, kill super mutants, take guns, scrap guns, repeat. You'll end up with a ton of steel. Lead you get from Lucky Hole Mine, of course. And I don't have my perks up. We need Tank Killer. And we can put Tenderizer back on now. And everything else is fine. So, I mean, this aristocrat's effect is fine. Doesn't look like, I mean, this is just a 1-star. It's a damage buff based on having lots of money. So what it does present, though, is an interesting option for full health players who often have lots of money. You can run around and have a damage buff with really no penalty other than the fact that if you're constantly running around with lots of money, then people might be buying things from your vending machines. You might be maxing out caps. You might be missing out on caps from events because you're sitting at a high bank account. Got something good. Ooh, nocturnal leg. So 10% damage and energy resistance increases at night. So yeah, I mean, this is performing as well as any legendary fixer at full health. So the aristocrat's effect is interesting. Not sure that it was needed, but it's interesting just to have something different. I'm fine with that. But yeah, once we get our headshots and our sneak and all that stuff, it does just fine. Boosting it up with adrenaline, we're up to 137. So that's not bad. Comparing that to our executioners at 116. So how much more of a buff is it really? I don't know. It's not really. I'm sure it's additive, so I think it maxes out at 25% though. So it doesn't seem to be stacking with everything else. Cousin Todd says caps become a meaningless afterthought. And that's true. They do. So it's definitely something. I do think that mutants is going to become extremely popular. 25% damage buff just for having 5 mutations. What high-level player doesn't have, not even high-level, 80s, 90s, who's not running around with 5+ mutations? That's 25% damage buff for existing at a reasonably high level. So that's not... so I think we get the point of that. Let's go ahead and check out... let's check out the rewards character and see what we can do with it. I looked at it briefly last night. It does have the Merc outfit. But I didn't take notice of any legendary cores or anything like that. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they put some of that stuff here. I'd like to see if we can craft some things. And if this one doesn't, we can always check out the quest characters. Camp could not be placed. They did build you like a kind of rudimentary camp. Let's just see if we can put down what was there. Is that the same thing? The hell is that? Oh, it's a box with a door on it. Okay, so that's something entirely different. That's an entirely different building. Okay, let's see if we can put it down. Apparently not. Why not? Okay, that's fine. So it does give us some of the rewards. You can see the ducks, the fruit bowl, and here's just some generic stuff. And there was also, oh, I know what the cooking station was. It was the one that, ooh, somebody's dropping a nuke. Maybe we'll get some legendary cores from that. I don't think I have anything to do with it, though. Okay, let's, store all of those components. Okay, so it's a duplicate of the same thing.
Citizens.
No big
Nuclear
deal.
strike imminent.
So
Please
there
exit
is
area
the
at your earliest convenience.
grocery cart grill,
Thank you for your cooperation.
which is bugged right now. So now if someone else is looking at you, it's not bugged. From what I've seen, if someone else is viewing you, it's not bugged, but if you're looking at it, it is. So I hit craft, it puts me sideways. And it plays the music from the kiddie rides. From the Mr. Fuzzy kiddie ride specifically. Alright, let's just take a quick peek in our inventory. So here is the mercenary outfit. Gonna run down here where there's a little light. So I like this outfit. Okay, there's a lot of light. But it's absolutely the outfit from Fallout 3. Very similar to the one the old guy in Megaton wore. I can't remember what his name was now. The guy that the Enclave kidnaps. Yes. Yes, me outrage, that thing is completely broken. But, you know, it looks nice. So that's that. Then you have the Brotherhood civvies, which is kind of cool. Got a little Nuka-Cola pin on your fanny pack. Little sling. That's kind of cool. Now, the rewards that you get are kind of interesting. There's this one called the Face Breaker, which is a unique power fist. Looks like it's got Raider paint on it. It's more power attack damage and furious and strength. So that's kind of interesting. Then you also get an instigating heated super sledge. Now, I don't know if that's an actual reward from a quest, and maybe they haven't named it yet, or if it's just there in your inventory. But instigating swing speed, 90% reduced weight, that's a pretty solid weapon. Instigating isn't amazing anymore, but on high damage weapons, it's not bad. And then there's a 2-shot, VATS critical, faster reload, automatic handmade, which again, don't know if that's going to be a quest reward or not. Hellcat power armor, which currently doesn't have artwork yet, so it just looks like T45, so not a whole lot we can do with that. Food and drink, we're all the same there. Might as well gobble up some of this stuff. And I love how they just load you down with water and dog food. And stim packs and Radaway. Here's a bunch of water and dog food. You'll be fine. Okay, so I have no... Yeah, no legendary cores here. I'm kind of thinking I'm going to jump back to the main menu here. So yeah, you have a couple of outfits and those other weapons, so nothing real crazy there. And then let's look at the quests character. See if there's anything different there. Cousin Todd, I'm looking back at the chat here. How do you say nobody likes you in communist? Oh yeah, you just got me to do it, didn't you? Okay, camp could not be placed. I don't care. Oh, somebody else is here. Okay, is this the same server? No, it's not. It's a different one. There's enough people on here doing stuff. Okay. Let's see what we've got here. So, we've got those legendaries. Power armor chassis. Bunch of stuff. Any legendary cores? No. So I don't think there's a lot we're going to get here. Let's check out the other one. So yeah, I guess I've seen some screenshots and stuff, so people must just be playing and getting the legendary cores. So maybe we'll do that. Let's just check out this other quest character and see if there's any difference there. I do really feel like they should have loaded up a couple of characters with, or at least one character should just know all the weapon plans, all the armor plans, and have a bunch of legendary cores and legendary modules. Just so you can play with this stuff and make sure it works right. Now, is there anything like... How many times did we see the Purveyor stop giving out legendary weapons that had anything but limb damage on them? Okay, let's go to the weapon bunch here and just see... Do we even know any... Yeah, there's not even a lot we know. Okay. So, same weapons. I'm thinking this is going to be a copy of that one that maybe just lets us go two different routes through the, yeah, that must be it. Lets us take two different paths through. Yeah, that's all it is. So you have a separate quest character so that you can take two paths through the story if you want to. All right, let's go to... Let's go to Granny McRib. She's got some different weapons. Let's see if maybe she's got anything that gets a buff from some of this. Or if she has a bunch of Scrip, we can always try and get new stuff that way. And just wanted to make sure we didn't get loaded up with anything. Nope. Okay, so what do I have on me here? Executioner's LMG. Final Word. Zealot's Walking Cane. Alright, what else do we have? Oh, somebody's already got a tent down here. Cool. Okay, we've got a bloodied fat man with VATS critical shots doing 50% more damage. Or, yeah, 50% more damage. Instigating experimental MIRV. Bloodied Gatling plasma. Executioner's auto grenade launcher. 25% damage while aiming. Anti-armor LMG with 50 damage resistance. Oh, that's 50 damage resistance while aiming. And yeah, so... Okay, so far so good. Nothing new, really. Quad broadsider. Vampire's flamer. Vampire's minigun with 25% damage while aiming. That's kind of an interesting one. Do I have any 5mm? I really don't. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. So that's kind of an interesting one, because if we aim down sights, that gives us a nice little damage buff. And vampires. But not a whole lot there. Let's just switch over to that vampire's minigun quick. If only it had bashing damage and a shredding barrel, then it would be the greatest weapon in the game. So 25% damage while aiming. Let's just run over to camp quick. I want to see what happens if I craft power armor. I don't think it's going to make it legendary. Where the hell is my camp on this character? Camp 1. Okay, I don't know where my other camp is, so we're just going to reactivate that one. Okay, so let's just take a look here. I don't think I have anything... I don't think I know any power armor plans other than Excavator on this character, so we'll just see what we can do. So Excavator armor. So yeah, so you can make a torso if you want to, but it's not legendary. You're just crafting it. Now, if I go to modify, I can now put mods on. I can do legendary mods too, but I need legendary modules and legendary cores to do it. And they don't give you any. So unless you're going to spend just an inordinate amount of time in the PTS, all right, so 36s. Oh, wow, they went down right away. Okay. And there's Beckett with no clothes on.
Having a good one.
Okay, and that is my power armor. Okay. We're going to get in here. And Oatmeal in the chat says hi. How you doing tonight? Okay, let's make sure perks are good. Looks good to me. Okay, let's just go test this out. Actually, no, I want to see if I can modify it with anything. Cousin Todd says, they must give you some. Tyr was doing it last night in the PTS. I watched for a bit, and he'd just gotten on. Yeah, I don't know. I looked through all those characters' inventories. I didn't see any. Unless maybe I need to actually try to modify something on one of those other characters, but... Okay, let's take a look here. Standard barrel. Accelerated barrel. damage, inferior range. Yeah, I don't love that. Tri-barrel, inferior rate of fire. Yeah, I think I'm good where I was. Gunner sights would help. It's not that big of a deal. No muzzle or the shredder. Well, we don't have bashing damage, so we don't need a shredder. All right, we're just going to roll with this the way it is. X3 says, are we still drinking it? Nobody likes you? As far as I know, that is the plan. So this is a vampire's minigun with what is now 25% more damage while aiming instead of 10%. So we're going to go take that for a quick spin. Because why not? Let's head on over to West Tech. Or not, because fast travel still doesn't work. Welcome to another major update in Fallout 76 where they still can't fix fast travel. Yeah, Meow Rage, it is weird. I don't know. I would think that would be something they would do. That seems like kind of common sense to me, but... Uh-oh. Maybe somebody was already here. Okay. So, 31s. 40s. Wow, that actually is almost 25%. What the hell? Okay. Fine. All right, we're going to run in here and see what's what. So that's Tenderizer kicking in. It's boosting up our damage a little bit there. All right. And hip fire. 38 to 43. They don't have as much armor. Aiming down sights. Well, I guess these are different level enemies too, but... it does appear to be giving us a little buff. So that's actually a pretty cool effect for Vampire's heavy gun. We got Encrypted going. Let's go to Encrypted. That might give us some legendary cores. Oatmeal says, do you get good stuff from the Scrip vendor? Because today I got a quad explosive fixer. Sometimes. You never know. Sometimes it's good. Sometimes it's crap.
Alright, listen up, agents. If you're hearing this...
Alright, let's do this.
that means I left unfinished business for you.
And I should join a team, shouldn't I?
Well with me. You've just initiated the recall process.
I'll join the
for a
team with
rogue Assaultron. A tough
the
one.
person running this event.
This thing's got a shield so strong, hardly anything will dent it.
So there's what we're getting, hip firing. Oh no. Oh, that was the imposter.
Good luck. Hope you fare better than I did.
Let's see what we get here. Hopefully our buddy is planning on taking pylons. Oh, we got a legendary piece of power armor. Okay, that's a game changer. Oof. So I didn't even think about that. You can now have legendary pieces of power armor drop. Okay, we're doing okay here. As long as I can keep the damage going. Now the audio's a mess, but... Is she dead? Not yet. Wow, audio's just completely bugged. So that clearly still is a problem at Encrypted. Look at all those robots just lined up. Okay. All right, we got a 2-star legendary core, so we'll craft something. Let's see what we get. So yeah, I know you have a chance at getting them from any public event, but I'm pretty sure it's the big ones like this that guarantee them. So Scorched Earth, Earl, Encrypted, probably Project Paradise. Wow, okay, so yeah, maybe we need to report this bug on the PTS forum. But that's pretty cool that you can now get, not only can you have legendary power armor, but that it actually drops from events. And presumably enemies. Because before, you either had to know how to craft it, or you had to hop power armor locations. And that's not really all that fun. So yeah, this extra damage while aiming, this is a good one for heavy gunners. 10% wasn't anything significant, but 25% is a decent little buff. I do like that. All right, and this audio is getting obnoxious, so we need to get away from here. So yeah, it's definitely a sound bug. Oh, it's the looping audio thing. It's like backed up. Wow. Okay, so yeah, that's a problem. Okay, what happens if we fast travel away? Let's head back to camp. Infected, is that infected duck? Says I have a bloodied hitman's 50 cal. I'm excited for the free damage. Absolutely. That's, you know, those are weapons that you're definitely aiming down sights with. Okay, so this audio bug is horrifying. So I am going to quit to the main menu. And hopefully that solves it. Holy shit, it didn't. And let's try and load back in and see if that solves it. And it's still catching up. It's all the audio from that event is just stuck in a loop. That is insane. This is pure insanity. And now it's looping on top of each other. With the heartbeats looping on top of each other. Okay, so we're gonna do another little thing here. This is me quitting to desktop. Leaving world, please stand by. Is it not going to let me quit until the sound? It didn't let me quit until it was done playing the sound. That doesn't work. Obviously, that does not work. Okay. Let's jump back in now. Oatmeal says, what the hell is this? This is me just covering up. I had to go back to my desktop, and when I go back to my desktop, my email alerts and all kinds of stuff pop up, and I don't want that to be shown on a stream, so we just have my little be right back message up. But now it's taken a minute to reload, so actually, this is a good opportunity for me to take a quick 2-minute break. I will be right back. We're going to do a little more experimenting. We're not going to be too much longer, but let me do that quick, and then I shall return. Please do talk amongst yourselves and try and think of creative things you can do with that horrifying gun loop. I'll be back. Okay, now that that horrifying gun loop sound is over, catch back up on the chat here. Had a nice beat, you could dance to it. Sounded fine. You just must not get modern music. Let's see. Well, did they make the audio bug better? Yeah, no. Our double weapons legacy, yes. But they are a good example of a legacy weapon that is not better than the one that's in the game. So quad would certainly be better than double. The best part is it won't stop until you quit and reload. Yeah, that was awful. And yeah, so Gatling guns are going to have some real good beats then. Yeah, well, hopefully that's something that they can fix before hopefully that's something they can fix before the update goes live. This update isn't supposed to go live until July. So there's a lot of time to iron out bugs. Okay, so now that that's over, let's go ahead and do... we got a legendary module. I don't know if or a legendary core. I don't know if I have any legendary modules or not. Let's check a stash real quick and see. I might have to go to the purveyor and get some. And I think I do. So legendary core is there. So yeah, and that confirms that it shows up under miscellaneous. Shows up under miscellaneous, and I didn't see any on any of my other characters, so. Oatmeal says, did you name your channel after the McDonald's sandwich? Sort of. Mostly because I think it sounds funny, but not because I'm a fan. All right, let's just run in here and get some legendary modules. And then we'll see if we can find a weapon that we want to mod and see if we get anything out of it. Mumbles, where you at? There you are. Okay, let's just go ahead and take 500 worth of those. And what did we get here? We did get a legendary piece of power armor. A regenerating T45 right leg. 54, 54, and 54. Well, it's better than what we have, so might as well use it. Okay. Regenerating T45. Hunger and thirst grow 10% slower. So that's another one of those new legendary effects. That's kind of cool. Let's put that on. We're going to look a little awkward, but that's okay. And now let's see if we've got a weapon that we want to mod. So we could probably do it to the final word, but I don't want to because that's really good. Executioner's Explosive LMG. We don't want to do it to that. Okay, so I've got 2 anti-armor light machine guns here. We've got a bloodied broadsider, a bloodied cryolator. That one would be kind of interesting because I'd love it more if that was a quad. Bloodied harpoon gun, 2 bloodied LMGs that both have good effects. Furious explosive Gatling gun. Medic's explosive 50 cal. That could be an interesting one to do. I mean, it's not going to matter. It's just going to wipe out whatever's on it, but... 2-shot combat shotgun, 2-shot Gatling gun, Vampire's flamer, or we can just craft a weapon. I don't know if I can actually craft any. Any heavy guns? Cousin Todd asks, so now every power armor plan I know is going to further dilute the pool. I don't think so, because I don't think I know. I think it's just every power armor plan is going to loot the pool. Now, I don't know how the drop rules work. I don't know if maybe there's something that says if you're not in power armor, you can't get power armor. Really don't know, but those pieces are also really heavy. So, really heavy, rather. So that's something they might need to consider as well. All right, let's see here. Machined guns. I can make a fixer. I can make a crusader pistol. And I can make whistle in the dark if I put gunsmith on. Heavy guns. So I don't have any heavy guns to make. So let's go ahead and do... Let's do a crusader pistol. Why not? Actually, no. Let's do a fixer. Oh, I don't have enough wood. Okay, never mind. We'll do a crusader pistol. Okay. And now we can go to modify. Go to this crusader pistol. And put on our 2-star legendary mod. It's going to use 3 legendary modules and our 2-star legendary core. Let's see what we get. Oh, God. Oh. Stalkers with bashing damage? Good Lord, that's horrible. Slugbuster. The Slugbuster you get from, if you do the Raiders path in the Wastelanders questline, you get that from, if you do that and you've been nice to, what's her name, then you get, she'll get you that weapon. All right, well, now that we see that we can get armor, let's go dump some more legendaries. Actually, let's get... I'm curious. Okay, legendary... Oh, legendary... 1-star legendary power armor is 50 scrip. Isn't that interesting? 3-star legendary power armor is 120. Rah. Yes, that's what's her name. And yeah. Stalkers with bashing damage. Like, thanks for that. Yeah, thanks for not just taking stalkers out of the game as you should have. Oh, did they put the cores in your stash? That's an interesting idea. Let's find out. Okay, I don't think they put them... They're not in here. We'll check that on the other characters, though. Okay, is this guy done? Yeah. Alright, well, we can turn you back in, because you suck. And then... I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in here, but this isn't a real character, so... none of this matters. There we go. Okay. So now... 50 seems a bit high for a 1-star legendary power armor. It really does. That seems a little high. But let's go ahead and just roll a couple of 3-star legendary power armors and see what we get, because right now I don't have any legendary power armor except for that one piece. So let's do it. Okay, Mutant's Excavator. So, ammo weight reduction plus charisma and 10% plus 10 damage and energy resistance if you're mutated. And I think that goes up based on the number of mutations again as well. But I could be wrong about that on armor. Let's do another one. Heavyweights. So, grants up to 20%, 20 energy resistance and damage resistance the higher your carry weight. More durable than normal and extra perception. But they did say that this one doesn't actually work yet. It's there, but it doesn't actually work yet. And one more. Aristocrats. Higher your caps, plus fire resistance, and sentinels. Oh, wow. Sentinels power armor? Would you really want to get an awesome legendary roll on the PTS? Sure, why not? I don't care. I mean, I'd rather get it in the regular game, but, you know. Okay, so we got a couple of pieces there. Let's just take a peek here and see what we got. So, the one looked kind of interesting. The Aristocrats one gives a Sentinel, and that's a torso, but it's a Raider. So that's not amazing, but fire resistance, chance to reduce damage while standing still. But yeah, if you could have a full set of Sentinels power armor, and you're a heavy gunner, and then you combine that with some of the other things you can get, like that, the Hellcat power armor looks like it's going to add up to a total 10% incoming ballistic damage reduction. You could be a real tank. That would be interesting. All right, let's put some of this stuff away. I think we get the point. Okay, so now what we're going to do is go back to the main menu. And I'm going to check out another one of these characters. We're going to check out the rewards character again and just see. Meow rages 0 hesitation on the Stalker. Absolutely. Stalker with bashing damage. Goodbye. I still absolutely love that they trolled us all by boosting bashing damage from 40 to 50%. They know we hate it. They know everyone hates it. They know it's garbage, and they just did that instead of removing it. Which on one hand sucks because they should have removed it, but on the other hand, I know they're all sitting there laughing about it. I just know it. I would be. Okay, so let's see. All right, I have a camp here. Let's just look in the stash and see if the cores are in the stash. They are. Okay, and modules. Now I feel better. Okay, now I feel way less stupid. Or actually, I feel kind of really stupid. But at least that makes sense. Now the question is, what can I craft? Okay, energy guns, launchers. So no machined guns. There's not a lot I can actually craft, which kind of sucks. Unless they put non-legendary ones in the stash too. Anti-armor lever action, mutant's power fist, fact finder, farmhand, last bastion, and here's some non-legendary armor that could be used. Okay. All right, well, let's just play with some of this stuff and see what we get. Okay. So we're going to modify some of these now that we've got all this stuff. Oatmeal says, I've got a 2-shot explosive handmade, and unfortunately it has bashing damage. Well, hey, that bashing damage is now the greatest thing in the world. 40 to 50%, man. I don't know what more you could ask for. All right, so now let's go ahead and... Oh, we don't know any mods for it other than this. So this is really just here to play around with this. So we've got 100 legendary modules and 100 legendary cores. My guess is we probably have a ton of Scrip we can buy more with too. So let's go ahead and do a 3-star legendary mod and see what we got. Oh, okay, so it currently kicks you out, which they also noted. So assassins with limb damage and VATS critical meter fills 15% faster. So that's a piece of garbage. Let's see what else we can modify here. Base breaker is furious power attack and strength. Can we modify this? No. Okay, so you can't modify the in-game ones. So I can't modify the fact finder. Can't modify the farmhand. Could modify this. 2-shot with VATS critical. Let's see what we get when we put 3 on. That is the same thing we just saw, so that's obviously not right. Okay, it gave us troubleshooters. Ah, there's one of the new effects too. Replenish AP with each kill, which is pretty cool. That's actually a really good one if you're a VATS build. So definitely some new cool effects that are there. But that's kind of a crappy roll. Troubleshooters isn't very good, but 50% damage to robots is definitely better than 30. Make happy face. What more can you ask for? How about 100% bashing damage on a specific enemy type? How about 100% bashing damage at night, but only from 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. while wearing a chef's hat? I mean, let's just get specific here. Okay, so we can't change those. Let's go ahead and see if we can get anything better on here. So now another way you could do this is, let's say you're a newer player and you don't really have any legendaries yet, but you've done some events, you got some stuff. So, you know, maybe you want to save your 3-star legendary mods until you are a higher level. But maybe you're level 30 now and you want something you can use, and you got this troubleshooter's handmade that isn't very good. You could do a 1-star mod and turn that into a stalker's. So you could make it even shittier. Yeah. I'm sorry. Stalker's is terrible. Just remove it. Okay, let's try again. Let's try a 3-star this time. Instigating. Ooh, that's actually pretty good. Todd, those are great ideas about bashing damage. Taking notes. Nocturnal bashing is good, but only if it makes you weaker in the daytime. Absolutely. Bring back Nocturnal, wasted potential. Unyielding power armor, rip balance. Yeah. I don't know, though. I mean, a lot of players don't wear power armor. Now, I think we need a power armor bench to modify power armor. Yes. And to do this, yeah, that's named, so we can't do that. But we've got this. Oh, they gave us all 1-star unyielding armor. This right leg isn't, so let's go ahead and see what we get here. With 3 stars. It's mutant slayers plus strength ammo weight reduction. So, I mean, the legendary crafting serves a purpose. It's not as fine-tuned as I would have liked. I would have really liked to see, I would have definitely liked to see, some way, even if it was a super ridiculous grind, to kind of fine-tune the star you want to change. You know, if you rolled a nocturnal, explosive, 90% reduced weight, 50 cal, you know, could I roll the 1st star? Even if it means I need, you know, 100 legendary modules. Like, let me save up for them. Let me save up for it and roll the star I want. Would be kind of interesting. Meow Rage says it'll be like Secret Service unyielding. Yeah. You know, Secret Service armor is already almost as good as power armor. But power armor has its drawbacks. You know, you're big, you're loud, you can't really sneak effectively in it. You burn through fusion cores that you have to maintain, especially if you're a VATS build. So there's a lot of reasons not to wear power armor. I personally just don't really like it. In a heavy gunner, it's fine. It makes sense. But in all my other characters, I don't wear it. Not because of its power or lack thereof, but because I just don't like it. I don't like clunking around in it. It's annoying. But to get power armor with a bunch of cool legendaries, that could be more interesting. Let's keep playing around here. All right, this sucks, so let's see if we can get something better. Mutants is better. Ooh, with 25% damage while aiming and faster reload. That's kind of interesting. Now, unfortunately, we don't have a very good character here, so there's not an awful lot that we can do with any of these weapons. But, yeah, what kind of build is this? This is awful. That's terrible. Okay. But I think we get the point. So, legendary crafting is interesting. You know, not being able to fine-tune is a bit of a disappointment, but it's not terrible. You know, I should take a look and see if there were any, oh no, there weren't legendary cores in my main character. Because I looked at that. There weren't. So, yeah. So, legendary crafting is cool. I do like it. Legendary cores, I do think they need to find a way to make them at least a little bit easier to get. Or maybe a way to upgrade your legendary cores. Like if you get a bunch of 1-star cores, maybe go to Mama Mumbles and pay some Scrip to get legendary modules to upgrade them or something. Because I just don't see anybody really using the 1- and 2-star cores. I just don't see a purpose for them. Yes, if you're a low-level player, you might use them, but once you're max level, why would you even bother? You're going to end up with a 2-star bloodied faster fire rate handmade, and then you're going to, what, roll a 3-star on top of that and throw it all away? I just don't see it. I just don't see people using that. So that seems like kind of a waste to me. Maybe just make them 3 stars all around because that's what people are going to want. Darian says, let us grind those 3-star cores and modules at a lower price. Yeah, that could be interesting. I mean, the more I think about it, the more I think they just shouldn't even have the 1- and 2-star cores because all they're doing is diluting the drop pool. So no one's going to use them. That's how I see it anyway. I mean, I guess you could. You could just use, but then you're burning legendary modules to use them, and it doesn't make sense. My thinking there was maybe you make a 1-star weapon and then turn it in for Scrip, but it's not worth as much Scrip as it costs to make it. So it doesn't really make any sense. So yeah, ultimately I think I have to say that what am I talking about here? The 1-star and 2-star cores are just pointless. Now, I do want to see... It looks like there was a set of XO1 power armor in there. So I just want to see if I can... Do I have a power armor bench plan? No. They didn't give me a power armor bench plan. You kidding me? Come on now. Because I could go in there and I could modify all of that power armor and make it a legendary set, which would be kind of cool. There's probably one at Foundation, right? $500 Scrip for 10 modules. Yeah, that's too much. So yeah, I think the economics of the legendary cores don't make sense unless they're all 3-star cores. But dropping 1- and 2-star cores doesn't make a ton of sense.
Who's there? An organic being with a finite lifespan. We're done here.
I still think Insult Bot is the best addition to Fallout 76 that there ever was.
Oh. Sonny always says this stuff will go on sale tomorrow.
One piece of 3-star power armor takes 4 modules. Yeah, It's just,
Maybe I could scrounge
I don't
together
know.
stuff to build
I
better
just,
power
we'll see.
practice.
We'll see where it all goes. Okay, is there a power armor station here? I want to say that there was, but maybe
It's kind of
not.
strange what you found in that vault.
There's got to be. Yeah, over here. Okay. Thought so.
Raiders are just out there waiting.
All right, let's see if we can... Oh, and of course, I need to get it out of my stash. Cousin Todd, burn. Absolutely. I love Insult Bot. Insult Bot's great. What the hell y'all doing over here? All right, let's go. Put you down over here.
So glad to be away from the pit.
All these newcomers make me nervous.
All right, now we're going to modify you. And we've got a helmet. Now you can't put legendary mods on the helmet, but we can put them here. So 4 legendary modules. Okay, let's do it. Mutant Slayers with strength, food, drink, and chem weight reduced by 20%. Not bad. Bolstering. Extra damage and energy resistance, lower health, fire resistance, and less limb damage. I'm surprised limb damage was on there. I thought you already didn't get any limb damage in power armor. Maybe not. Okay, we'll do a right arm. Assassins. Assassins kind of sucks. Disease resistance and junk item weight reduction. Yeah, that one kind of sucks. Let's try that again. Ghoul Slayers, 25% rad resistance, and reduced damage by 15% while sprinting. That's not too bad. So the interesting thing here is you could build a set of power armor with Ghoul Slayers and Mutant Slayers, a Troubleshooters, a Zealots, that gives you that 15% reduction, which isn't huge, but it's a little bit of a reduction from everything. That new Hellcat armor is going to give you 10% reduction from incoming ballistic damage. So that's kind of interesting. You could do some stuff with this. Okay, let's see what else we can get here. Darian says, no legendary helmet, what a waste. Well, they do that so that it's on par with the other stuff, because you can't have legendary face wear. And aristocrats, so more damage and energy resistance the higher your caps. Plus charisma. Stimpaks, Radaway, and Radix are 5% more effective. That's kind of interesting, but not really interesting. I guess if you sacked that with a bunch of pieces, it would be interesting. And the torso. Vanguards. Poison resistance and ammo weight reduction. So that's kind of interesting too. Here again, you could do what people do with regular armor. Couple of pieces of Vanguards, couple of pieces of bolstering. So you've got a little bit of extra damage when you're up and a little bit of extra when you're down. So what did we get here? All right, the aristocrats I don't love. Let's try and roll that again. At this point, honestly, I'm just trying to burn these things up because why not? Troubleshooters with Sentinel, so that's not bad. Imagine a whole set of that during a robot daily op or running a silo. And poison resistance would help when you fight the queen after. But Sentinel's going to be really interesting for power armor. Okay, so that's not bad. I like this less. Let's see what else we can do. Oh, there we go. Unyielding. Unyielding left leg. 7% less explosion damage. Junk item weights reduced by 20%. And I don't really like Vanguards, so let's try that again. Assassins, but we get AP refresh. 5% chance to deal 100 poison damage to melee attackers. That's kind of interesting. Christopher's Biv is the best. Biv is fantastic. Okay, I don't love assassins. So let's burn that. And now we got vanguards again. Auto stim. I thought they said auto... Oh, no, that's the one to revive. Automatically use a stim pack when hit while health is 25% or less. That's kind of interesting. Plus charisma, slowly regen radiation damage. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Slowly regen radiation damage while not in combat? Yeah, that's one people are going to have to watch out for if they're a low health build. Nocturnal, there it is. Lesser explosion damage. Let's roll one more. There's another unyielding. So this is kind of cool. You can kind of just spam it till you get it. So we got 2 unyielding pieces, plus a mutant slayers, and a ghoul slayers. That's actually not too bad. So, I mean, sure, you'd have to grind the hell out of the game to be able to do that, but it's not the end of the world. Weightless power armor limbs make no sense. Yeah, pretty much, but what can you do? Now, the other thing I want to know is... So now that we've crafted some of this stuff... Okay, so we've crafted it, and I can drop it. Can I sell it? I think I can. Oh, that's right. I have a weird camp on here, and I don't know where it is. Okay, over by Fort Atlas. And fast travel still doesn't work. So I think you're going to be able to trade the items you craft. RNG will never end. Oh no, they're never ending it. And I don't mind a little bit of it. And this isn't too bad, but I do think they need to at least seriously consider getting rid of the 1- and 2-star cores. Nobody's going to want to use them. And making it more... Now, if they get rid of them, then I don't know that they necessarily need to boost up how to get them. Because if you just get 3-star cores and it's not a guarantee from anything but the big boss fights, then I think it's fine. Okay, can we sell it? And yes, we can. We can. Okay, that's cool. So... how about legendary power armor? Can I sell that? I think I stuck a piece in my... No, that's that. Okay. Let's put the power armor down. And you might not be able to trade legendary power armor. But we'll find out. You can. Okay, so you can sell legendary power armor that you craft as well. That's interesting. I'm kind of digging that. At least they didn't completely nerf all of that. And there's another effect you're saying that gives hunger or damage reduction when you're hungry. That's interesting. You know, I could see that because a lot of people might decide then to just go hungry all the time, but then you're giving up that AP buff too. Unyielding hunger sentinels. Yeah, that could be. Okay, so I think we kind of get the point here. Is there anything anyone else wants to see? I don't want to go into the story. I don't want to do story spoilers. But it is getting a little late here, so I do need to wrap up. So let me know if there's anything else you want to see. We can take a look at it. And yes, there is another effect when you're fully fed. I think there's one when you're hungry and when you're fully fed. Noisy Leech says, what about stars being tied to level? I think that could be interesting too. When you're low level, you know, having an option to craft a 1-star piece would be cool. Where once you get higher, it's a lot less useful. Which effect would be better? I don't know. I think it all just depends on your playstyle. If there's one of each, then I think that's cool. So here we are at Primal Cuts. Because we do have Meat Week enabled on the PTS. Let's go with this. Hey, nobody likes you. Stop it. Wow, it's so weird not having Speed Demon. This is the test character. So this one doesn't have extra bashing damage. Okay, so we did a Primal Cuts. We got Treasury Notes and Prime Meat, but no Legendary Core. The Outrage says, any new location changes? I haven't looked. I haven't looked just because I don't want to spoil any story for when it actually goes live. All right, so Meat Week is going to start in 3 minutes. So why don't we stay on the server here? We'll go do Meat Week, and then I'll probably wrap it up. I think we've got the point. And if there is anything anybody else wants to see, let me know. But I think we understand how all this works. So why don't we just head over to Vault 76. And we'll go on down to Graham's camp. I am kind of curious to see if you can still do the... Alright, so we've got a legendary, or we've got an instigating handmaid. What's on this one? Instigating, replenish AP with each kill, 90% reduced weight. And perks suck. Absolutely suck on this character. No. Okay, what can I put on here? We don't need pick lock. You can put on concentrated fire. Tank killer 3 is on. Ground pounder I'd usually run, but I'll live with that. Okay. Good lord, this build is terrible. Okay. Well, I don't have any mods for anything, so we're just going to go with what I have. Let's see what happens when we bash. So that's it. That's all the bashing damage you get. And this is a high strength character too. So you want to increase that by 50% with non-multiplicative damage? Congratulations. And it's still unreliable. I'm sitting here smashing the button to do it, and it's not working. Alright, so Graham's Meat Cook is coming up now. Let's run over here. See if anybody even shows up for it. Bashing bayonet build incoming, you know it. Yeah, and that's probably going to cut down on the effectiveness of the legendary effect, too. I do like that now they're officially calling them legendary mods. That's going to save me some syllables.
Graham decide to meat cook in tall grass. Want meat cook close to nature. Graham learn grass and fire don't play together.
I do miss Graham. I miss Meat Week. Meat Week's fun.
Bad fire.
What effects are on the handmade? This one is instigating, replenishes AP with each kill, and 90% reduced weight. And it's got a decent receiver on it. That's about it. And we've also, I put a mutant's lever action in the... Might as well put power armor on, why not? Conan the Dentist asks, is there anything you're really loving in the PTS? I like the legendary crafting. I wish there was a way to fine-tune it a little more, but I can live with what's there. I like the base of it. It needs a little work yet, but I like the base of it. I really like some of these new legendary effects. And some of the buffs. Buffing up damage while aiming from 10% to 25%, I think is very useful. Oh, I don't have any of those things. Okay, let's see if we can make this thing happen.
Graham only need meat, but humans eat not meat too.
I don't know, we're kind of sucking at this. Humans are kind of sucking at this meat cook. And I think it's because we don't have anybody doing the things. Oh, I got to get out of power armor to do it. Okay. What? I can't get out here? Let me out. Let me out, game. No one likes you. Meowrage says great rewards for Meat Week. John says I miss Mischief Night. I love that. I thought that was a really cool event. Unfortunately, it was super buggy and the server, like the game just couldn't handle it. It couldn't handle all that action at White Spring. Now with, you know, with the new GPUs and the new consoles coming out, maybe that's a little different now. You know, when I'm on the new Xbox Series X and I do a queen fight, I have no issues anymore. So there's no lag, there's no freeze, there's no nothing. It's awesome. So perhaps, you know, they could get away with it with some of these new things. All right, looks like we're doing a little better. Killing chickens with a machine gun. That's cool. Or an automatic rifle. Uh-oh. Graham's disappointed in our meat cook. I legitimately feel bad when we fail the meat week. Because Graham was like so legitimately sad. Graham, unlike all the other super mutants, everyone likes you.
Graham only need meat, but humans eat not meat too.
Is that Chally walking backwards? Is Chally the Moo Moo moonwalking? Alright, we're doing okay. Considering there's only a few people here, we're doing okay. Oh, we have a flying squirrel. Look, everyone, new creatures. I remember back before Wastelanders came out, there were so many, like, hoaxes that people put up on the subreddit and everything. There was one somebody put out about new enemies, and there was something about some kind of cougar, and it was just, it was awesome. It was like a sneaky enemy that kind of followed you around and attacked you, and I read about it. I'm like, well, that would be awesome, but it turned out it was bullshit because, you know, people just like to be awful like that. Why not just make things up? Okay, and we completed it successfully. And I got an Exterminator's Hellcat right leg. Okay. What else did we get? Oh, the decoy ducks plan. Right. Pretty sure this character already knows that. Meat Week souvenir beer stein. Okay. And then for armor, Exterminator's Hellcat. 1 star. And that's the interesting thing there. Reduces incoming ballistic damage by 2%. So that's your Hellcat armor. Now, there's no artwork for it yet. I'm interested to see what it looks like. But that's kind of cool. So I don't know how often power armor will drop, but it's definitely kind of interesting. See that? I just had friend requests and they just disappeared. Anybody? Does they show up here? Oh, maybe they show up here. There we go. Don't know if there's any others. I try to add everybody just so people can jump into the streams, and I know at some point I may regret that. Some griefer troop will decide to start stalking me. And Meat Week tip, only Graham sells the Starburst clock plan, so stock up, absolutely. And the metal picnic table, there's a couple of them. Maybe they did add a sneaky cougar in 76, so they're just really sneaky and you don't see them. That's possible. John says Bethesda should change the legendary core so that a 1-star changes only the primary effect, 2-star only changes the secondary effect, and 3-star changes only the third effect. Yeah, that would be one way to fine-tune things. That's for sure. I think the problem with that is they're going to look at balance there. You know, if your 1-star core changes your primary, then they're going to have to change that around. And I think they're specifically trying to avoid that. I think they want to be careful not to completely eliminate the RNG element, which, you know, honestly, just being able to craft as legendary the item I want is good. If I want a really good fixer, I can now get the plan, craft that item as legendary, and I can make as many of them as I can earn cores and modules for until I get the one I want. That beats the hell out of going to Mama Mumbles and just rolling for stuff. Not that it's going to completely eliminate the need for Mama Mumbles, but it definitely is going to cut down a little bit for somebody who I've thought about, like, how I want to do what do I want to do with my Scrip videos once this comes out. And I think I'm still going to do them because it gives me an opportunity just to talk about the items. But, you know, there's still going to be a need for that. But it's going to be interesting to see where it all goes. Okay, Graham, what do you have? Let's just see if he's got anything interesting. Not that it really matters. So, let's see here. He's got the handmade plan, which is also helpful. But he's got a few different things that he carries. Powered gates are useful. The safe. That's a big one, too. I love putting those around my camp. That's that rusty old safe. And warehouse building set. Chally's feed, so you can make that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Just gonna take a quick peek at the chat here and see if we've got anything else. McHappyface says keep the Scrip videos; they're so enjoyable. I plan on it. You know, a lot of people watch them.
Who gonna eat the meat? Humans. Who not gonna eat the meat?
A lot of people watch them and like them. I think they're helpful for newer players too. So, what the? They gave him some new lines and a very interesting vocal effect. Am I the only one who noticed that? Was oh, his character model's a little stretchy. So yes, they gave him some new lines for his song.
Still happy and full from meat cook. Can't wait for next meat cook.
All right, everyone. Well, it's getting late. We finished Meat Week. I think we got a pretty good look at how all the new stuff is going to work. We certainly didn't get to look at every single new legendary effect and all that, but there's definitely some cool stuff coming. We saw a few of them. I do really like the boost in damage while aiming. I think that creates a really interesting combo on certain weapons. And it creates an incentive to not use VATS, which is interesting. I'm a heavy VATS user. So, but if I get a little extra damage not using it, it kind of counters the damage buffs you get from concentrated fire and gun fu and things like that. So that's a really interesting one that I think was a really smart move. But we'll see what else comes of it. We'll see how things go as time progresses. But so far, I think it's pretty good. Hopefully the story's good. Time will tell. So good night, everyone. Thank you all for joining me. I always like hanging out with everybody. And I will see you next time. No lore video this week. Usually takes me a couple weeks to get those together. I will be streaming on Tuesday. There's probably going to be 2 streams on Tuesday. Tuesday afternoon, I'm going to do a co-stream with Gizmo first. We're going to do some Nuclear Winter. And I'm going to play it very badly, as I always do. He says he's pretty good at it, so I'm just going to follow him around and let him win. And then I'll collect the spoils of that. I'm not above riding the coattails of others to victory. I'm fine with that. And then I'll also do my daily and weekly challenge stream later. So, you know, I say should be 2 streams because we got to work out some technical stuff and make sure everything works so we can have both of our audio playing at the same time, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, so that's that. And then Wednesday night, again, if all goes according to plan, work has been interesting lately, so things get shaken up a little bit, but if all goes according to plan, I will be playing Dead Space on Wednesday night at the request of John W. So yeah, we're going to get that started. All right, I've been yakking at you long enough. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next time.